Johnny Manziel for the Aggies. I know he's a redshirt freshman, but this is his first ever start. And Johnny Manziel freezes a defense with an action of it. Gives Manziel touchdown.
It's so surreal for me to be even mentioned in the same category, in the same sentence as a Heisman Trophy. It's a dream come true. And I don't really see myself as the Johnny football craze. I see myself as Johnny Manziel.
The impact of Johnny Manziel was immediate. The conversations about him were as well. Everybody talking about this redshirt freshman for Texas A&M. Thing was, he wasn't talking, not to the media. We didn't get to know him very well until late in the season when head coach Kevin Sumlin said, all right, Johnny, you're up for a lot of awards. You're going to talk to him eventually. And he did. One of the first to find his way to College Station was our Scott Van Pelt.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. He just scored. I don't know how he did it. Manziel on his feet. Touchdown. Johnny Football. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Johnny Football. Do you love it? Is it corny? What do you think of that name?
I think it's funny. I find it humorous.
It does seem to fit.
It does fit. Johnny Manziel. Been playing football my whole life. Boom. There it is. There's the match. I don't really know if the whole legend that's being thrown into it, what that's all about. But I think it's funny. I think it's something that Aggieland is definitely taking hold of.
I watched the Florida game, and the first thing I thought is, man, that number 2, that's a confident dude. There's one thing to think he might be able to do it. It's another thing to kind of do it. When did you know?
During the Florida game on the first drive, when we just drive down the field, bang, 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 everybody was like, all right, here we go. I'm going to lead this team. We're going to try and take this thing. I mean, even though we came up a little bit short, it was that moment probably.
When did you know this thing that's become your life was becoming what it's become? When did you know that?
Alabama.
A&M did it. Lightning in a bottle in Tuscaloosa.
After the Alabama game, life started to change for me a little bit. And I had like 5 state troopers circle around me, and then just a cloud of people come over and want autographs or something. I was like, this is like what I would do if I saw Tiger Woods on the golf course. It's just surreal. That's the best way that I can describe it.
This is not Bertolette. It's Johnny Manziel to kick the extra point.
We got to talk about your extra point game.
It's right here.
That's why do you think I'm walking to the spot? You got to tighten up your extra point game.
No. No.
Well, I guess he can't do everything.
We kicked it the same spot in practice.
How made you make?
2.
How made you miss?
None. Trailed it.
Can't handle the pressures.
Guess not.
But he was the favorite of the Heisman coming into tonight, even that much more so now.
If I'd have told you in August you're going to New York, what do you think your reaction would have been to that?
I probably would have just walked away and said, man, he's crazy.
Is that the biggest wow of this whole year, that's going to happen?
That's probably the biggest wow. Another big wow, I mean, is why we won 10 games in our first year in the SEC, which if somebody would have said that to you, that Texas A&M is going to come and win 10 games in the SEC, what would you have said?
I would have said they were crazy, and I would have walked away. So we'd have had 2 people muttering, walking away, going, that dude's nuts.
So, I mean, laying down at night and just imagining being in New York at the Heisman ceremony after watching RG3, Cam, all these guys go and do it, and something you can only dream about, to even be there is awesome.
Everybody talks about a Heisman Trophy moment. If there's a moment for you, you close your eyes and you think, yeah, that's it. What would it be?
I mean, a lot of people like to say the play against Bama where it bounced off the guy and the ball went up in the air and ended up throwing a touchdown to Swope. But if I had to say, it was the 2-play drive to get our go-ahead score and our last score in the Alabama game, and just being able to look and hear 100,000 people pretty silent when you go up and take a lead like that. For me, that would have to be it.
This trophy represents something real special to folks in Aggieland.
The 12th man, it represents the 50,000 students that come here and the 30,000 that are at the games.
In New York in December, if you were to win a smaller, different sort of a trophy, what would it represent to the people in Aggieland?
To bring that back would be an absolute dream come true and something that I'd be proud to bring back to Aggieland for sure.
Look at what Johnny Manziel's done this year. He became the single-season record holder for yards in SEC history, passing Tim Tebow, passing Cam Newton. Joe Shad catching up with